Today I'm going to talk about the Chapter 3 assignments. As you can see in Blackboard, you're to complete the Programming Exercise 6 on page 175 and then the Case Problem 2 on page 180 and 181. Program Exercise 6, you need to name it Bookstore Credit. Once you read it, you'll see that it wants you to prompt the user enter the student name and the GPA. And then you pass those two values to a method to display a descriptive message. The method uses the student name, the grade point average, and you compute and display the credit. You calculate the credit by multiplying the GPA times 10. And once you complete that assignment, you're ready to move on to the case problem. As you can see, the case project has three different parts. The first part has you take the Sammy's Rental Price program and modify it, and then save it as Sammy's Rental Price with methods.java. You do three method calls and you create three methods, just moving the code in that to those methods. And then you should be able to execute that and it should work the same as it did in Chapter 2. Then Part B tells you to create a class called Rental. Name it rental.java. It has you put the static fields and private fields and get and set methods. Step C has you create a program called rental-demo.java. It is based on the Sammy's Rental Price with Methods class. You already have a method that gets the minutes from the user. We just need to add one to get the contract number. Inside the main method, you should declare the rental object and instantiate it. And then you should call two data entry models and using the return values to set the fields in the rental object. You need to call the rental demo method that displays the company model with a border. This method accepts because it's public. You must qualify it because it's in another class. The message that displays the details should access the rental object. You want to display the contract number, still display the hours and minutes, add the hourly rate in there and the total price. As you can see on the screen here, this is rental demo is one I created. In NetBeans, I created the rental demo first, so when I created the rental Java right here, I could put it in that package because I wasn't able to put it in the package without doing it. So you probably want to create the rental demo first and then go back and create the rental class. Let me show you how to create the class. You go to File, New File, and see it's already defaulted to the class. And you make sure you're in the rental demo project. And then when you say next, you give it a name and you can see it's in the rental demo package. If it's not in the rental demo package, it will not work. That's why you need to create the rental demo.java file first. You don't have to complete it to go ahead and create your class. You have to have it there where you can put it in the package. And then it'll show up over here. See, if you don't have the rental.java and the rental demo.java in the same package location, it will not run. If you get stuck, try your best to figure it out. Look it up, research, whatever, but then call me. Don't get far behind, and my number is 706-346-4175. Easier call me or text me than it is to email me because I have my phone with me at all times. My email I only check when I'm in my office and remote in from home to check. Let's talk a little bit about your project submissions. Like if I go back to Blackboard, it tells you you're going to have Sammy's Rental Price with Methods, Rental, and Rental Demo. Those are project folders, in NetBeans. You need to click on those, highlight them, and then right-click and say Send to Compressed Zip Folder, and then make sure you put your name in the file name for that compressed zip folder. And you submit that. If you go to the Video Help button, I added the video of submitting assignments, and it walks you through how to do that if you're not familiar with it. Remember, we need to use camel casing for variables and method names, and for classes, you use uppercase, first letter of every word. Make sure you put your comments. Notice here I have the comments up here. I said class name here because this is a class, but if I go to the Java program, it says program name, a description, written by, date written. Ever how you want to do it, you be consistent. I know some of you just leaving the add author in here and you're putting your name. But if you got add author here, you need to put add up here. This is for business, so you want to be professional looking. If you don't have this comment at the top of every program, I count off for it. When you get compilation errors, sometimes they're hard to figure out what they are. If you can't figure them out, be sure to contact me. My job is to help you succeed. I'll answer your questions, so make sure you contact me. Do not get too far behind. I hope this video was helpful.